In section 1 of module 8, we talk about why a firm would choose to operate outside of its home country. And really there's two reasons. One is to increase revenues by attracting new customers in a new country market. And the other is to save costs or reduce costs by outsourcing a portion of the firm's value chain. Right? So there's a number of risks to a firm in operating outside of its country, home country. One being political risks, right? So entering a new country means there's new political regimes, and that could be stable or unstable and create potential problems for the firm. Also, there's economic risks, and so again, operating outside of your home country means that there's different economic policies of the host country that you're operating within, and so understanding those economic policies can also, or not understanding those economic policies, can create risks. And then lastly, in this section, we talked about different ways a firm could enter new markets. One is export, right? So this is a way for a firm to send its product to a new country. It reduces the cost of capital of entering the market and providing the manufacturing of the product in the new market. But unfortunately, it's also very expensive to ship your products into new markets. So that's one of the disadvantages, is the high cost of shipping. We talked about licensing. This is also called technology transfer. Here, it reduces risk and capital requirements to enter a market by sharing your knowledge of technology or your ideas with a firm in that host country. But the downside is that if you're sharing technology and know-how, and the firm's political and economic policies don't prevent it from stealing your intellectual property, you can lose your knowledge and know-how to the company that you're working with, you're licensing your technology to. Franchising is very much like licensing, except it tends to deal with more of the retail sector. And here again, you see one of the advantages being that all the costs are borne by the franchisee. But the disadvantage here again is with franchises, the quality of the product is really important, and firms that franchise in new countries tend not to have a lot of control over the quality of the product. And then finally, we talked about strategic alliances and JVs as a way to enter new markets or new countries. And again, by doing this, firms are able to kind of fill in the gaps of their knowledge of specific cultures by aligning with a firm in that industry. The downside here, though, is that there may be cultural problems between the two firms that are aligning, and that could result in challenges working together.